right, so here's anodizing the Umnumzaan. I've done already 9 volts, 18 volts. This one's gonna be 27. This will give us a blue color. You'll see that titanium chopstick there is the negative. There's just water and baking soda. I don't know, maybe even, I don't measure it, but it's probably about a tablespoon of baking soda. And basically, you know, the part is completely completely covered basically when that chopstick stops making all those bubbles. You can take it out in between times. Like right now that I just disconnected, there's nothing going on with that, that pitcher of water basically. And you can already tell that we have started to change that color from the purple of 18 volts to a bluer hue. Let me try to dry it off. You really can't see it in the pitcher because the water is also bending light, and that's really what you're doing with anodizing. You're making a crystalline kind of layer that's just bending the light. The higher the voltage, the thicker that layer gets. So let's just show you with just a little bit of just drying that off. You can really tell the color has already started to change that blue. I am really not after a blue Umnumzaan. I am probably gonna go with more of like a bronze or gold. So we're gonna up this voltage here soon. Matter of fact, right now, we are going from 27 to, we probably want to be around 54 is what I'm aiming for. But as of right now, let's go with this is about 45. So let's do 45. And like I said, you're not really going to be able to tell in the picture as it's kind of happening, especially on camera. I can kind of slightly see some changes going on. This water is a little murky because I used some warm water today just to get the molecules going because it's such a big volume of liquid here. And again, you can see that titanium rod just bubbling. So we know that it's working. So when you both have the negative and positive, you have this kind of voltage going into a cup of water, a pitcher of water. You just don't want to touch this part to the negative. So the positive to the negative, it will arc, it'll give you a spark, and it could also mark up the part. So let's take this out. Just take a look at what kind of changes have been made here to that color. And all I'm doing, I'm just using like toilet paper. Hot commodity right now. But only the best for an Umnumzaan, you know, that toilet paper. Kind of like wiping gold and gold. So definitely see the changes in that color. I'd like to get the residual. There we go. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna go higher voltage than this. I'm just kind of stopping between just to show some of the process here. It is not live right now. I could touch that if I wanted to, these two parts together. It's only live when I'm about to connect this, and you will see that right now. So this would be about 54 volts. I want in between 54 and 63. So I'm definitely gonna leave this in until the bubbles stop, just to get a completely even coat, one. and get at least, because I know I at least want a minimum of 54 volts as the color that I'm after, like a gold. But I actually want it a little darker. So when you go from kind of 54 to 63, you're getting like a gold to almost an orange. So I want something in between, like an orangey gold, basically. So far, the voltage on this, just 9 volts, is, I think, incredible looking. Almost looks like OD green, like a Cerakote almost. Looks amazing. It's right before you get to that purpley bronze, you know, because that there's a fine line there too. You know, there's a lot of manufacturers that will say it's bronze, ship you titanium, or they'll sell titanium in bronze, and you touch it, and now you just put another little layer over that crystalline layer that I was describing that you're really changing, and it's immediately purple. So I like the bronzes that don't do that. Purple as well is really known to do that kind of change as soon as you touch it, like look but don't touch, but it is stunning. 18 volt purple is absolutely probably the most vibrant color you can put. Some of those high voltages are nice too. Either way, let me ramble about stuff. So we're probably getting close there. It's a big part, so it's not like, I mean, you'll notice an immediate change in the parts that you're using, no matter the size, typically. But wow, that looks OD green. Holy cow. I think this is what I'm after. Let me get something to put behind this so you can actually see. Let's put a white background here. And let me get some of this dry. If that's not like OD green, I don't know what is. And that's how gold and bronze, that's why the 9 volt looked so good. It was like it was a brownish kind of gold. And this is like a greenish gold almost. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this to the other scale. I think this is what I'm after here. I'm tempted to put in a little more voltage. Nope, I lied. I am just gonna leave this in and let it get some more of that color. We're gonna reactivate that right now. Let it get a little even coat here. But that is what I am after, boys and girls. Holy cow. I don't think the camera's doing it justice. And that's the bad thing about anodizing. Do I have my, no. Some people have seen other kind of work I've done at higher voltages and how vibrant you can get things. People have definitely seen me ruin a lot of knives, and I enjoy doing it. But yeah, I don't have anything that's gonna really show what I'm trying to describe.